Hi everyone. This video is going to go over example 3b for notes 9-4, perimeter and area in the coordinate plane. You'll notice that I already have my 4 coordinates plotted. This is the type of question that is purely, if you read the directions, it's purely asking for the area, the amount of space inside of this object. Now the problem is, this shape isn't exactly too friendly. It's a random 4-sided shape. I'm telling myself this thing is not a square, a rectangle, a parallelogram. It's not a trapezoid. I mean, what the heck is this thing? It's not a kite. So if you have a random shape that leaves you feeling that way, the strategy, which we did in example 3a, which can be found on our other video, is we want to enclose this shape inside of a rectangle because then we know some things about it. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully draw, starting at point N, a rectangle around the outside of this shape, making sure that I come in contact with each of the points on the original shape. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and start counting along the outsides, because you'll notice that we end up with 4 right triangles, which again is a shape we know something about. We know a lot about it. I'm going to refer to the one in the top left as triangle number 1, and then triangle 2, triangle 3, and triangle 4. Now don't forget, what we just created was a large rectangle, and so we're going to ultimately want the area of that rectangle as well. So I'm going to go ahead and count my units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that means down below this is also 12. And then along one of the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means this is a 12 by 8 rectangle. So now remember the idea here is if we were to get the overall area of this rectangle, which is very easy for us to do, we could then simply subtract or remove each of the triangles one at a time, and the result of that, after removing them, is going to leave us simply with that leftover random shape that we started with. So again, to summarize, we're going to ultimately get the area of the triangle and then subtract the area of all 4, or excuse me, we're going to get the area of the rectangle and then subtract the area of all 4 triangles added up together. And that result would be our shaded blue area. Now for the rectangle, you'll notice I'm keeping my work organized here. Rectangle is base times height, so this one will be 12 times 8, which results in 96 units squared. And now I need to go one at a time with my triangles along the outside. Now those are right triangles, which means I'm going to need to get the measurements of each of those sides that form the base and the height of those triangles. Because the formula for a triangle, as a reminder, is base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to go along and start getting the measurements and writing those into my picture. Starting with triangle 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are pretty small units to keep track of. Triangle 3 is a 2 by 2 triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one is 2. Okay, so we have all of the measurements purely by counting of all the sides of our 4 triangles. And now we're going to take them one at a time and calculate the area of each, staying organized. Triangle number 1 is a 6 by 4 triangle. So remember, you do base times height divided by 2. This is 24 over 2, which results in 12. Triangle number 2 is an 8 by 6 triangle. So base times height divided by 2. 48 divided by 2, which is 24. Triangle 3. This is a tiny little fella. It's a 2 by 2. So that's going to be base times height divided by 2, which results in 4 divided by 2, which is 2. And then finally, triangle 4, which is a 10 by 2 triangle. So 10 times 2 divided by 2, which is 20 over 2, which results in an area of 10. Now I know that I need to subtract all of those added up together. So I'm going to quickly find the sum, or the addition, of all 4 of my triangles. 12 plus 24 is 36, plus 2 more is 38, plus 10 more is 48. So all 4 triangles together is 48. So now returning to this original idea of we need to take the area of our rectangle and subtract the area of all 4 triangles together, and the leftovers will be the arbitrary shaded in blue shape. So we're almost home. I'm going to simply do, once again, area of the rectangle minus the area of the 4 triangles, which equals 96 minus the 48 from our 4 triangles, which comes out to a nice clean 48 units squared. There we have it.